I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this car, I didn't quite know what it was. The front of it looks like a stag, but then with elements of the Dolomite thrown in for good measure. It is, however, the Triumph 2000, a car which you may have overlooked. Shame on you, because this is what you're missing out on. This is the Mk2 Triumph 2000, and even though there were only two marks, there were several engine sizes to choose from, plus the saloon or the estate. And as I said earlier, the front of this car looks very similar to that of the Triumph Stag, and it's no surprise. Car stylist Giovanni Michelotti designed both. Okay, time for a quick history lesson. Back in 1961, Triumph wanted to build a car to compete against the Rover P6 2000, and in their words, wanted to revolutionise the world of the mid-sized luxury saloon car. It wasn't until 1963 that the Mark I came into production, and the Triumph 2000 was born. 6 years later, and the mid-sized car market expanding, Triumph decided to revamp the 2000 along with Michelotti and produced the Mark II. The front end now integrated the headlamps with chrome all the way around, and the rear light clusters were made to sit horizontal. The Mark II ran until 1977, and with the changes within Triumph itself, ended there. As a car to use in the modern day, it really holds its own. If you have a family or need a car with space, then this is a good contender, as it's a four-door. No more squeezing people in past the front folding seat. Boot space is ample, and with a simple turn of the lock, the lid softly opens. It has a smooth opening action and stays open. No more having to balance the boot lid on your head as you couldn't be bothered to use the support arm. It even has a large light to aid you in the dark. As you can tell, I'm loving this boot, and it is a dream to close, as normally on older cars they come down like a guillotine. This is gentle. Working your way down the body, you'll notice clean lies and neat fitting panels. The bonnet release is easy to locate just inside the driver's side by the upper door hinges. One small pull and the bonnet pops open, revealing that 6-cylinder inline engine. Like the boot, the bonnet arm locks into place with ease and gives you confidence to place your head inside the engine bay. This car is equally at home on those relaxing summer drives as it is on the motorway. This is due to the fact that whichever engine size you choose, it will be fully capable. Starting in the rear of the car, you'll notice the finer styling details, from wood cappings on the doors, matching trim to the pockets on the back of the front seats. It even has the item responsible for many wars, the fold-down armrest. My sister and I could fight for hours over who had more than their fair share of the armrest. Chrome came as standard, and you even got support handles. At the front you've got those large opening doors inviting you in. Once seated, you're greeted with a large steering wheel, and in its day, a good selection of instruments and dials. On the right of the wooden dashboard you have the speedometer, then the information dial. Next to that you've got the temperature, fuel and volts gauge, and finally the clock. On the right of the wheel you control the horn, lights and indicator, whilst on the left you've got the wipers. The centre console consists of the choke, cigarette lighter and the fan, whilst beneath it are the levers to operate the heater temperature and the fan direction. This being an automatic, it has a gear stick that makes you feel like you're in control of a spaceship. While some of the 2000s had cloth seats, the majority had vinyl, so be warned, as in the summer months it just wants to take the skin off the back of your legs. On a plus side though, it does match that rather fancy handbrake sheath. Size-wise, it all depends on the car that you get. On average, they go from 4.41 metres to 4.63 metres in length, and 1.65 to 1.71 metres wide, and the height of the car is around the 1.44 metres mark. This car offers a smooth ride, and it has easy rack and pinion steering for control. Just point it in the direction that you want to go, and it will do the rest. With all-round good visibility and enough power to keep up with the modern roads, it's a Triumph that is often overlooked. Some believe that this is the car that killed off Triumph, while others believe that it just wasn't given enough time to establish itself in the car market. That doesn't matter, and that argument's not going to be resolved right now, because the only question that you've got to answer is this: is the Triumph 2000 the classic car for you?